Next question is question number 23. The question is, in a parliamentary system of government, who ensures that members are in the House to vote on major issues? In a parliamentary system of government, who ensures that members are in the House to vote on major issues? The options, we have option A, party leaders. Option B, Speaker of House. Option C, Clerk of the House. Option C, Chief Whip. The right answer is Whip or Chief Whip. Option D. The right answer is option D, Whip. Next question is question number 24. The question is, a system in which no single person serves as the chief executive is known as. A system in which no single person serves as the chief executive is known as. Option A, we have Republican. Option B, Revolutionary. Option C, Collegial. Option D, Parliamentary. Let's explain the items we have in the options. Option A is Republican. Some of the prominent features of a Republican system of government. 1. Power is held by the people or the elected representatives. 2. The head of state is not a monarch. Monarchical form of government is a government governed by a king or queen. 3. The head of state is usually a president, elected directly or indirectly. 4. The president served a fixed term of office. Countries is 4 years in 2 tenures. After the second tenure, the person will not contest again. 5. The government is divided into separate branches, as we have the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. 6. The rule of law prevails. The rule of law says that everybody must obey the law of the land, that nobody is above the law. So these are some of the prominent features of a Republican government. Revolutionary involves revoting or revolution. Collegial is a form of government in which power is shared among a group of people, such as cabinet or council. Parliamentary is a form of government in which the head of the state is different from the head of the government. Right answer is option C. Collegial is the right answer. Option C. This question is question number 25. Question number 25. The question is, a social system in which power is derived from control over land is called. A social system in which power is derived from control over land is called. The options, we have option A, oligarchy. Option B, feudalism. Option C, socialism. Option D, welfareism. Oligarchy means a system of government ruled by few privileged and powerful people. Oligarchy means a system of government ruled or controlled by few privileged and powerful people. Feudalism is a primitive system of government and economic system based mainly on hierarchical order of ownership of land. Socialism may be defined as a political economic system in which all or a large part of the means of production and distribution are collectively owned and controlled by the state or government. Right answer is option B, feudalism. Feudalism is the right answer, option B. This question is question number 26. The next question is question number 26. The question says, the leader of the Northern People's Congress was. The leader of the Northern People Congress was. The options, we have Yakubu Maitama Sule. Option A. Option B, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. Option C, Aminu Kano. Option D, Ahmadu Bello. Northern People Congress is a political party. It was founded in the year October 1951. It is the party that produced the first Prime Minister, Nigeria. MPC controlled the federal government until 1966 when the army took over the government. The question is, the leader of the Northern People's Congress was. Answer to the question is option D, Ahmadu Bello. The next question is question number 27. The question is, the idea of democracy started with the dash. The idea of democracy started with the dash. Option A, Romans. Option B, pensions. Option C, Greeks. Option D, Egyptians. Option A, Romans. Option B, pensions. Option C, Greeks. Option D, Egyptians. Democracy originated from 2 Greek words, demos and kratia. Demos means people, while kratia means government. So when you join 2 of them together, it means people government. C is the right answer, Greeks. Question is question number 28. Question number 28 is, in the Marxist theory, those who live by selling their labor are called. In the Marxist theory, those who live by selling their labor are called. Option A, bourgeois. Option B, proletariat. Option C, feudal logs. Option D, slaves. The right answer is option B, proletariat. Next question is question number 29. The next question is question number 29. The question says, What is the name of the highest ruling body during General Babangida's rule? What is the name of the highest ruling body during the General Babangida's rule? Options we have the presidency, option A. Option B, Armed Forces Ruling Council. Option C, the National Council of States. Option D, the Federal Executive Council. The highest ruling body during the Babangida's regime was option B, Armed Forces Ruling Council. Armed Forces Ruling Council. This was the supreme body which performed legislative functions. This was composed of the service chiefs, top-ranking military officers, Inspector General of Police, Attorney General, with the President as chairman. The right answer is option B, Armed Forces Ruling Council. Though currently we have a body called National Council of States. Those that are made up of National Council of States are all the past president of Nigeria, the current president of Nigeria, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Senate President, and the Chief Judge of the country. The Federal Executive Council are all the ministers and the President, the Vice President as well. They belong to the body called the Federal Executive Council. The current ministers, the current President, and the current Vice President. Next question is question number 30. The question says, one of the following is not a specialized agency of a United Nations organization. One of the following is not a specialized agency of a United Nations organization. Options we have option A, Security Council. Option B, International Labour Organization. Option C, World Health Organization. Option D, UNESCO. Right answer is option A, Security Council. Security Council is an organ of UNO or UN. Actually, the real name is UN. UN means United Nations. Security Council is organ of UN. There are 15 members in Security Council, though 5 are known as Big 5 or permanent members, while 10 are known as non-permanent members. Those 5 permanent members are USA, Britain, Russia, France, and China. Non-permanent members are elected for a period of 2 years. International Labour Organization is a specialized agency of UN. It was established in 1919. Its major target is to improve the condition of workers throughout the world. The headquarters of International Labour Organization is in Geneva. World Health Organization, or WHO, came into existence in 1948, and its headquarters is in Geneva also. Major target of WHO, or World Health Organization, is to improve the knowledge and standard of health all over the world. The full meaning of UNESCO is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Is the full meaning of UNESCO. The next question is question number 31. The question is, a human community that is usually cohesive and homogeneous is. A human community that is usually cohesive and homogeneous is. In the options, we have option A, state, option B, kingship, option C, clan, option D, nation. So explain the meaning of state and meaning of nation and state their differences. A state is a political organized body of people occupying a definite geographical territory with an organized government entirely free from external control and with cohesive power to secure obedience from its citizens and others. We say state, we are not talking of Imo State, we are not talking of Lagos State, we are not talking of Abia State, we are not talking of Niger State. Rather, we are talking of Nigeria. A nation is homogeneous, while a state is heterogeneous. Igbo is a good example of a nation. Nigeria is a good example of a state. Look at Igbos, we have the same way of life, we have the same culture. But in Nigeria, we don't have the same culture. We are highly diversified. So it's a good example of a state. The right answer is option D, nation. The question is, a human community that is usually cohesive and homogeneous is. The right answer is option D, nation. Next question is question number 32. The question says, multi-party system is saddled with the problem of. The question says, multi-party system is saddled with the problem of. Option A, divisiveness. Option B, limited choice. Option C, weak opposition. Option D, political consciousness. A multi-party system is a system in which more than 2 political parties are in existence in a country, like in Nigeria. So one of its problems is divisiveness. A is the right answer.